The first word I want you to write down is conviction, right? And here's why this word is so important for us, conviction. Because the market will test your conviction on where you have your money. I want you to ask yourself this question. If I own a stock and it goes down 30, 40, or 50%, what is my conviction to it? Because if you own a stock and it goes down 50%, now you got to do three things. The first thing is the event. That's going to be first on your list, right? What was the event that caused the stock to fall 50%? So the first thing is event. I want you to write that down, right? Write that down. The second thing is story. What was the story behind the stock? What was the story that you created and cultivated about the stock on why did you purchase it? Next, what is my investment thesis? Why is that needed? And why is that different from the story? So the story is what you told yourself after you gathered the information. Your investment thesis says these are the prices that I will buy it at. It's two completely different things. The event is what caused the stock to go that way. The story is, what did I tell myself about the stock? What are the goods, the bads? What did I like about it? What I did not like about it? You need to know that. And so on side of story, we're going to put this word, inversion. That is important. Inversion. The reason why inversion is important because if you know everything good about a company and you know nothing bad about a company, then you don't know the company at all. If you know everything good about the company and you don't know nothing bad about the company, then you don't know nothing at all. You ain't did enough homework. The next one is, what is my investment thesis? Meaning, after I told myself the story, now what is the pricing models that I've now added to it? Fifth one is exit. At what point do we exit? At what point do we exit? And so the reason why I want you to understand that is, if a stock goes down 50%, what is the event? Watch this. Is it an industry event or is it a market event? Right? That's important. Is it an industry event? Is it a market event? Right? Story. Did the story change? Right? Did the reason why you buy it change? Did the reason why I bought it change? Your thesis is your price points. And now, is it time for me to exit or do I buy more? These 5 things are important for you. 4 things. I said that because that's 5. So these 5 things, event, story, inversion, investment thesis, and exit. You don't always have to put a stop loss in place if you like a company that much. I don't want to put a stop loss in place because if I like a company that much, and if I like a company at $200, the story didn't change, it's a market event, it goes down 50%, I'm buying more. A stop loss is going to kick me out of the company. I don't want to get kicked out. I want to buy more. So you got to be mindful of how you're using your stop losses. They're not always good. Sometimes the stop loss take you out of position, right? I like Broadcom. I liked it when I bought it at 860. I bought it at 860. The story didn't change on it. The market had an event. So it went from 860 to what? 797. A stop loss would have kicked me out because most people would have had a stop loss probably around 830. Or they would have had a stop loss at 800. They wouldn't have got to 797. So a stop loss would have kicked me out. Now the stock at $1,200, I would have had to buy back in it. Why take that unnecessary loss when I can buy more at $797, which we did, and now it's at $1,200. I brung my cost basis down. Be mindful of how you put stop losses in place. Every event is different, which is why if you use this thesis right here, event, story, inversion, investment thesis, exit, now you can play the game a different way. Right? So watch this. Here's my next one I want you to understand. I had wrote something down for you. Watch this. You never want industry battle. This is going to be a major gem. This is going to be a major gem. Watch this. Jose, this is going to be a major gem. Industry battle. Watch this. I'm going to put this in red, y'all. Stay away from companies that fight for low prices. Stay away from companies that fight for low prices. If you're going to invest in Walmart, take Walmart. Don't invest in nothing else in that industry. Here's why. Companies that fight for the lowest prices bring down profit margins. If my price $8 and I'm trying to beat his price, now I got to bring my price to $6. Guess what happened? Profit margins go down. If your price $6, you like, well, guess what? I got to go to $4. Guess what? Now we fighting for lower profits. Stay away from companies except Walmart. Walmart is the only one. Stay away from companies that fight for lowest prices. There's nothing you need to be doing there. Stay away from companies that talk about low prices. Amazon don't try to fight for low prices. Amazon don't got no product on the market. The Amazon things is what they do. Stay away, but also you got to understand that Amazon, people saying Amazon's number one business is not retail, it's cloud, right? So you got to talk their main business. Stay away from low prices. Stay away from that. You don't want, if anybody business model outside of Walmart says low price, you said, I don't want nothing to do with them. Because that is the industry that is fighting for the bottom. You want companies that fight for better, watch this, products, service, and you like companies with service as a software, subscription based. I'm putting y'all on. I'm putting y'all on. You want this company right here. You want companies that fight for better products and services. So they're not saying, watch this, they're not saying that my product is cheaper. They saying my product has better features. My product serves you as the consumer. My product serves such and such, such and such. Think about this. I'm keeping it 100. And I'm not even in the Apple, I'm not in that thing right now. What I'm saying is this. Apple has always prided itself on having what? Luxury type products with amazing service. Now, did the iPhone do the iPhone glitch and all that? 100%. But they give you the luxury vibe, and you cannot deny that their service is top tier. You cannot deny that. We talking about overall. We ain't saying you went to this iPhone store and that probably was a shitty person. You know what I'm saying? That was a shitty person, right? But the product, you want companies that fight you for product and service. You want companies that fight for subscriptions. You want companies that say our customers can't leave us because we're too integrated into their life. We have a service as a software, which also equals a subscription. This is what you want. These are what you want. If you can get this, this is, watch this, Trap's blueprint for companies. It's the blueprint for companies. Now, of course, you're going to have some other companies, right? You're going to have companies that ain't got that, right? You're going to have, like the Celsius. Y'all know I like Celsius, right? I understand it don't have that, right? But majority of my portfolio is going to have this. It's going to have this. This is how you win. This is how you win. You find companies that fight for better quality products and services. Think about this. Watch this. NVIDIA, AMD, they do something similar, but they don't fight for price. They fight that my product don't do more than this. And they in the same industry, but they do separate things. But they always saying that my chip will serve you in this way. My chip will help the consumer do this. Never once did they come and say, my chip is better because it's cheaper. Never once have they said that. Never once have they said that. Watch this. Go look at a company like ServiceNow. Go look at a company like Salesforce. Salesforce never said we the cheapest. They said we will help the back end of your company flow better at a premium price. At a premium price. But we're going to help the whole back end of your company flow. We're going to help operations. We're going to help the office. We're going to help the whole back end of your help get flow. You know why? Because great companies don't have to compete with price. They're going to compete with products, services. Only consumers. Only consumers, because you just may be in a different price. You're trying to get the most bang for your buck. I get it. I ain't tripping. I understand that. You feel me? I understand that. Like you're in a situation where you're trying to get the best bang for your buck. That's what it is. But on a larger level, they don't do that. We don't do it. And that's the type of businesses you want. You want the type of business that compete for, again, better quality products, better services, and companies that have services as softwares or in subscriptions. That's what I want to take a minute to give us that framework right quick. I hope y'all enjoyed that for a second. Let me know in the chat if you enjoyed that. That was my whiteboard woman for the night. Let me know.